Hello everybody, you know me. Okay, no you don't, but you know who I am. I'm Isa J, your Smart Wrestling Alliance heavyweight champion. And yeah, I think someone took my championship. I'm gonna have to get back to you on Extreme Rules. That's annoying. Anyways, besides all that, it's another episode of WWE Raw, and it's the go-home show for Extreme Rules. See what they do. Alright, so show opens up with Roman Reigns walking behind the stage, or in backstage, not behind the stage, but backstage, and gets cut off by Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley's basically like, hey Roman, if you call me out, I'm going to come out there and attack you. You know what? Call me out. I want you to. So Roman Reigns goes out into the ring and calls out Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley comes out into the ring. Kurt Angle tries to say, hey, stop this, but nope, they go at it. And they start fighting. The entire Raw roster comes out to try to break it up. One of the cool little bitty bits, though, that we get to see, Baron Corbin's there, and out of nowhere, Finn Balor just attacks Baron Corbin, which they're feuding right now, so that was funny. Yeah, a lot of good stuff here. A lot of great brawling by the two big men, Bobby and Roman. So it's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. And yeah, just waiting for something good at Extreme Rules. Hopefully this match doesn't suck. We'll see. Yeah, this was worth it. It was a lot of fun to see just the carnage. Then we had Alexa Bliss and Mickie James taking on Nia Jax and Natalya. This match, it ends when Natalya makes Mickie James tap, and it just, no, I lie. The match ends when Nia Jax pins Mickie James. This wasn't a fun match. This wasn't a good match at all by any stretch of the imagination, unfortunately. And after the match, Alexa Bliss takes a kendo stick and starts beating up Nia Jax. Nia Jax takes it, cracks it against her knee, and destroys the kendo stick. But it wasn't all that fun. It should have been more fun, but it just wasn't. And the fact that they make the heels lose again, why? Anyways, yeah, it wasn't worth it for me. It was a bit too disjointed. Then we had Kevin Owens and Kurt Angle backstage. Basically, Kevin Owens saying, hey, I'm going to stay in your office all day today because I want to be safe from Braun Strowman. That was really funny. And every few times you do see them backstage, he gets a little bit in there. Good stuff. And also, later on in the night, this is where Braun Strowman comes in and Kurt Angle says, hey, y'all two are in a match at Extreme Rules. It's a cage match. So, interesting there. Next, we had Mojo Rawley versus No Way Jose. And it was basically Mojo Slugfest. Not much offense for No Way Jose. Mojo Rawley wins with the Alabama Slam. No, it wasn't really worth it for me, unfortunately. Then we had Seth Rollins do a promo, and Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre come out, and this was a lot of good back and forth. A lot of good, strong stuff from these guys. Yes, it was definitely worth it. It ends when Drew McIntyre challenges Seth Rollins. Of course, Seth accepts, so they have a singles match later on in the night. And before the heels can do a beatdown, Seth Rollins escapes. And for some reason, Seth Rollins decided to call Drew McIntyre a man who has sex with sheep. Ridiculous, crazy stuff here. It was funny, though. It was worth it, yes. Then we had Bo Dallas versus Woken Matt Hardy. And Yeah, Bo Dallas does win here again. Uh, I'll call it worth it because why not? It shows the progression of the B team and they're still undefeated. I mean, it doesn't look too good for them at Extreme Rules though. It looks like they're gonna be losing the championship match. We'll see what happens though. Yeah, a lot of good stuff, a lot of fun stuff here though. Yeah, it was worth it. Why not? Moving on. Then we had Ember Moon versus Liv Morgan, a rematch from last week, and after a roll up this time, Ember Moon wins again. So yeah, it was worth it. Again, these two women they have good chemistry together, and they put on a really good match. And it's not just a one-sided affair for either woman. It is back and forth constantly, which I love. So yes, it was worth it. Then we had Elias and Baron Corbin versus Finn Balor and Bobby Roode. Of course, the heels win here after Baron Corbin picks up the victory over Bobby. It doesn't really show any progression, and it feels like Elias is being lost in the shuffle, unfortunately, which I'm not a fan of. And it's also Finn and Bobby don't have a lot to do either, and there's so many feuds, so many storylines you can do right now. You have 3 hours, but it feels like nothing is happening, so that's really annoying. At first I was okay with this match, but I have to change my mind and say no, it wasn't worth it. It didn't do anything to progress the Finn Balor Baron Corbin storyline. And Elias is finally on TV, finally wrestling again. Bobby Roode is finally on TV, finally wrestling again, and it's just a throwaway match. It's unfortunate. The stuff before the match with the little concert with just Elias was good. Baron Corbin stuff was lame, but Elias always fantastic. Other than that, though, no, it wasn't worth it. And then we had the main event, which was Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. And boy, oh boy, was this worth it. This was a great, great match. At first, it started off with just like your normal, typical kind of big guy destroys little guy match. But then it started to really pick up, and Seth Rollins was getting big move after big move. One of the coolest spots, though, when Drew McIntyre is in the tree of woe, and out of nowhere he just uses those core muscles, sits up and launches Seth Rollins from the top rope or the top turnbuckle. That was really, really cool. Other than that, not other than that, but that was really, really cool. And then time and time again, Seth Rollins kept getting hope spot after hope spot and had a lot of strong offense going on. At times, getting 2 pins at a time onto Drew McIntyre. A lot of good stuff. But of course, Dolph Ziggler, your Intercontinental Champion, comes in and tries to interfere. He eats a curb stomp for his troubles, but that gives Drew McIntyre enough time to get the upper hand. Claymore, 1, 2, 3. Drew McIntyre wins the match. The right man won here. I was scared. I was scared, but the right man won here. Drew McIntyre is a beast and a force to be reckoned with, and I really hope they do all the belts for this duo. Give the big belt, the Universal Championship, to Drew. Give the Tag Team Championships to them both before they break up, because that'd be so cool. We have never seen something like that in WWE in years, so it'd be really, really cool to see this. But yeah, that match was definitely worth it overall, and it was when it comes to stuff going on. We did have 2 snippets of the Sasha Banks Bayley counseling session, but it was a lot of nothing, which was stupid. Whatever. So no, that wasn't worth it. Overall, though, as a go-home show, I guess it was worth it. It definitely, other than Finn Balor and Baron Corbin, all the other storylines progressed and got bigger. So leading into Extreme Rules, so I'm excited for Extreme Rules. I hope it doesn't suck. And yeah, that overall this episode was pretty worth it. Why not? Let's go with it. Let's be positive for a change, everybody. And I hope I find my championship title. Because holy crud. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what we do, give us those sexy, sexy likes. Share to all of your friends and enemies. And if you really like what we do, hit that subscribe button. So that way you are a part of the Smarky family. We're trying to grow. And we need your help. Of course we need your help. After you subscribe, hit the notification bell so that way you're notified when our new videos go up and when we go live. And we go live for our podcast, Shooting with the Smarky Family, 1 o'clock p.m. Central Time. We go live for most pay-per-view live reactions, which is a lot of fun. We're doing it for Extreme Rules. We're going live for Extreme Rules. We go live for other special events like Slammiversary in 2 weeks or the G1 special last week. Check that out. And all of our new shows, when our new shows come up, we have a new show. We filmed our draft video for a brand new series. It is called the Fantasy Promotion Championships with Liam and Issa. And it's going to be a lot of fun. You are going to love it. I know we put a lot of thought and effort into this. And it's going to be for the brand new Smart Wrestling Alliance Intercontinental Championship. We're excited for that. And yeah, a lot of great stuff coming to you in the future as well. We're excited. We are super excited, and we're just ready for some good wrestling. We're ready for good WWE wrestling. Yeah, so be on the lookout for all the new stuff and all the fun stuff. Follow me on Twitter at IsaJ_STP. And thanks once again. Until next time, it will be awesome.